Hi friends, welcome to Foxmode Gaming. We have a new patch notes in Infinite Magicraid mobile RPG game. So this patch notes just released that. Let us see what we have in this new patch notes. We have new heroes, that is updated a lot of content including brand new heroes, the new feature and event information. Below are the details. There are new heroes out of which there is a mythic hero called Lukia, Nameless Brotherhood faction, attack type champion. Click the link below to watch the latest hero spotlight about Lukia on Infinite Magicraid YouTube channel. So you can go and watch the spotlight clicking on this link. So you can do that by going into their official link. I will give the link in the description column. So let us see the overview of these heroes. So first one is mythic hero, that is Lukia. That is from Nameless Brotherhood faction. Type of champion is attack. The mark is red. Mark in this game is called as element. In some other games you can call it as element. So this is red type hero. So the first skill is Spirit Blade Thrust, that is deals 3 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy with a 50% chance to inflict 1 layer of bleed for 2 turns. The chance increases to 70% when landing a crit rate. So if you have 100% crit rate on this Lukia, so you are having a chance to have bleed for 2 turns. So that is a chance of 50%. So which deals I think with 3 stages of attack means there is almost a guaranteed bleed for the bosses or single target enemies. So bleeding is always good for guild boss or other bosses. So it is a very good first skill, I can say, default skill. So Spirit Blade Full Out is our second skill, where deals 3 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy. The first stage inflicts 2 layers of bleed for 2 turns. The second stage deals 10% of 10% more, up to 100%. It scales up to 100% for each layer of bleed the target has. So once you have applied bleed, then this will explode that bleed, this skill. So the third stage is guaranteed to land a crit and deals more damage up to 100% based on the target's lost HP. So once you have another team member of you who is doing bleeding, if you have a combination of 2 bleeding champions, then this will be a very good skill in my opinion. So Lukia gains 2 pieces of soul fragment each time the she inflicts a kill, and gains 1 piece of soul fragment each time she casts an active skill. So once she kills an enemy, she will get another soul fragment for each kill. Every piece of soul fragment increase her leech, speed and bleed. So she has a self-sustainability in the form of leech and also self-speed boost and bleed damage dealt by 3%. Lukia will merge the fragments into a soul core when she has 5 pieces of soul fragment, which increases her leech speed and bleed damage dealt by 15%. Lukia will not gain any soul fragment since then. Instead, she acts for 1 turn immediately and resets the cooldown of her active skills. If you can pair this girl with any counter attack champion or any ally attack champion, I don't know whether this game has any ally attack champions, but counter attack, if they have any team wise counter attack, then she can do her A1 and do so much of damage with this skill. Deals 6 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy. The first stage inflicts 2 layers of bleed for 2 turns, and each of the following 5 stages has an additional 50% piercing rate. So Spirit Blade outburst is exploding of all the bleeds. So soul sets, what is soul sets? This is the ascension part. So once you what you called enhance or ascension, whatever you call in this game, level 1 of ascension will give Lukia grants. For this ascension, you need duplicate of same character or champion hero. So you need 3 copies to fully book her Soul's Edge. So first duplicate of her will give you. Lukia grants herself a shield by 30% of max HP and stealth for 2 turns. Okay, that's very nice. Second duplicate will increase her reduces the cooldown of a random active skill by 1 turn, gains 1 piece of soul fragment, and all these things. So the inflicts 1 more bleed. So this is a complete bleed oriented character. As the mythic and these mythic heroes are very strong in this game, and legendaries and epics also so great. Most of the legendaries are very good. So I think that mythic looks very good. Coming to legend, the first legend new hero in this patch is Eilat or what? Eilat, how you pronounce whatever. I think it is Eilat. So quality is legendary. Faction is from Doom Legion again. Type is defense type. Mark is green, green element. Spike attack deals 2 stages of defense damage each to a single enemy with a 20% chance to reduce their effect hit by 50% for 2 turns. So she will reduce the effect rate with this attack of the enemies. Sanctuary shield increases all allies defense by 60% for 2 turns. This is very good because defense, the more the defense, the less the damage you take from the enemies. Then inflicts resistance debuff on them for 1 turn. So this is a very good combination. Defense plus resistance. So you will be reducing the debuffs casting by the enemy if you have high resistance on your allies. So I like this skill. Spike overlay. Elliot gains an additional 28% damage reflect. So she can reflect the damage 25%. So that is also a very good skill. Deals defense damage to a single enemy and inflicts provoke for 1 turn. This skill has an additional 30% leech. Afterward, increase self damage reflect by 30% for 2 turns. So this final skill will give a provoke effect. So as she is he or she, I don't know, he looks very good because once he takes damage from the enemy, if he provokes any one of them, so, he will take less damage, and also he heals himself with this leech effect, inbuilt leech effect. Afterwards, he also increases self damage reflex. So he will reflect damage. So most of his damage will go with reflection. So how much damage he takes, he will reflect back to the enemy. So such a good guy looks like. So these are all things you can go through in the end game. So the video gets delayed. So Ellic is our next legendary. The faction is Wizard's Eye, defense type, another defense type hero with green ability, green element or mark in this game. Thunder Palm deals defense damage to a single with a 15% chance to inflict stun for 1 turn. This chance increases by 3% for every 1 layer of buff. This is a single target stun. I like AoE stuns, just like Raid Shadow Legends. There are so many heroes with AoE stuns. So single target stun don't apply for bosses, if I am not wrong. So maybe for waves you can control only one of the enemy. Increases all allies defense by 60%, just like this hero. Increases defenses by 60% for 2 turns and tenacity by 30% for 2 turns. Here it is reflect, he gives resistance for 1 turn and defense for 2 turns. So compared to him, in terms of defense to all allies, this hero looks very good for 2 turns and also tenacity by 30%. So overall this skill looks really cool. The third skill, Electron Transfer, is reduces Ellic's crit damage received by 28%, transfers debuffs received by the ally with the highest attack to Ellic. This effect can be triggered up to 3 times until the start of Ellic's next. Oh, this will be very nice. Reduces Ellic's crit damage, received by 28%, as well as transfers debuffs received by the ally. Any of your nuker ally can transfer their debuffs to this defense character with the so he will take all the risk, and so you need to build him very tanky and also with high HP, so that he will take all the debuffs. This effect can be triggered up to 3 times, so you have to be very careful in building him. Grants all allies consolidation 2 for 2 turns, so that is a good one. So auto grants resistance, steals 2 layers of random buff from enemy. This is a good one. Shield. So this is a complete defense hero again. So coming to the third one, that is Gerina, Nameless Brotherhood faction, and from support type hero, she is a support type, and from the force element or mark. Ghost invasion deals attack damage to a single enemy and 2 random enemies with a 30% chance to reduce the target defense by 30% for 2 turns, then restores self HP by 2.5% of max HP for each target's defense successfully reduced by this skill. So deals random enemies is it's like an RNG effect with a 30% chance to reduce the target's defense by 30%. Not so great, but still can be useful. Deals 120% attack damage to all enemies and increases the duration of all attribute debuffs by 1 turn. So this is good because he is increasing the debuffs by 1 turn for all enemies. That's a very good one. Then restores self HP. The restoration effect increases by 15% for every enemy target that has a. So the number of enemies that have debuffs, the number of times she can increase her self-sustainability based on their number of debuffs. Gerina restores self HP by 8% of max HP when a target dies. So again, she is completely a HP champion. Again, a defense and support type. Both these 3 legendaries looks like a full defense and support characters. Grants all allies immortal. Oh, this is cool for 1 turn, and heal for 2 turns. Wow, this evil reborn looks very good. This will give Gerina a very good among all these 3 support characters, because grants all allies immortal for 1 turn is very good for arena. You can sustain that one shotting from enemy teams, so this is very good, and healing for 2 turns, that's also a nice buff to have. Meanwhile, Gerina deducts self HP of max HP whenever an ally dies to revive this ally with 40% of max HP. So once an ally is dead, she revives. She also have a revive single ally with 40%. So you need to build a very high HP for Gerina so that she can do all these things. Gerina's HP will not be deducted to revive an ally if her HP is too low. So if she is having too low HP, they didn't mention how much, but this is a very good point, because after reviving she may be dying, so they are not making her that happen. So guaranteed, the revive is guaranteed and she will not die. So that is one other cool thing. So these are all her skills. Coming to epic, the first epic is Deschanel, the Forgotten faction. Type is support and green. There are so many green elements in this patch, and all are support. I think support and defense patch it looks like. Deals 160% damage to a single enemy with a 50% chance to reduce their effect rate by 25%. Single enemy again with a 60% chance to inflict a severe wound for 2 turns. So Deschanel is immune to severe wound. Enemies under severe wound or deal this thing. So not so bad. So this is about all her skills. You can go through, and that's it about the epic. Only epic we have. So increase all turn meters. She looks okay. All these champions we don't know how they perform. Once we have to personally test them out. Until and unless we test, we don't know how much damage or how much healing they will be doing. Coming to new features, they have added in-game community. Adventurers can enter the community in the game to browse more interesting content in the game. So Miracle Wish up, this is again on 19th you have this thing. So go and check it out. Don't forget to log in on this day to have your miracle wish stones. So I have few of them. I will open on this day. So stay tuned for the video of summoning of my excellent supreme and miracle wish summons. So I will try to get any of this. I try my luck. So new heroes can be obtained through miracle wish only for now. All these 4 champions. After 1 week you can obtain through excellent wish and supreme wish. So before if you want them before 1 week, then you can go into this event and you can go and summon them. New auto drop rates increase. This is very important. You have to keep an eye on this date, that is August 18th, that is tomorrow. Today is 17th August. So during the event, coin and XP gain from auto drops are increased by 100%. So double the chances of getting. So you have to be very much focused on this. You will get a lot of freebies from the auto drop rewards. Instead of 1, you will get 2. So drop rates will be increased. So double emblem challenge is also going on August 22nd. So this is also a good event. You will get double emblem material drops in emblem challenge. So concentrate on that also. It is very good. So the final one is new ice skating event, which will start on the same day of this emblem challenge, 22nd August. This is a intriguing mini game. Is time limited and you want to wish. So this is a time limited event. So you need to check that how it will be. So that's it, guys. This is about the August 17th or 18th patch notes in this Infinite Magicraid mobile RPG game. So stay tuned for my next videos in this game, and if you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and also don't forget to comment and share the videos to your awesome friends. Thank you so much and have a nice day.